Alright, so while we're busy doing some videos of the Samurai that are useless and nobody's ever going to pay any attention to anyways, actually I've had a few people that have asked about the radio and electronics setup in the Samurai. So, I have everything mounted overhead to a plate here. And you can actually see up in there, there's a steel plate that I never did get around to actually painting, so it's kind of rusting. But it's a plate, but I think I use 6-inch wide plate that spans from the factory windshield bars on the passenger side and one over here on the driver's side, left to right. Ooh, excuse me. That was a mount for a satellite receiver, but I quit paying for the service, so I don't use it anymore. That is a Joying, Joying, Android head unit. That is basically an Android tablet attached to a normal car stereo body. You can't really see too well there, but there's a single DIN plastic mount that everything's mounted to. I can't really bend over, but I'll show an outside view here shortly. And that's just your typical Android tablet with a basically car-specific front end running on it. That I can run typical Android programs like Torque Pro that does the engine monitoring on the OBD2 system, since I have a 2002 Vitara 2.0 fuel-injected motor installed in the Samurai. We go back home. I can pull up speedometer apps, and this is all just typical stuff that's available in the Google Play Store. Just like that could be installed on any Android phone or any Android tablet. I can run typical front ends on it, or display managers, anything you want to call them. Do I still have? Yep. There's Google Maps for your typical navigation, and this does have a GPS built into it. Here we leave traffic on. And apparently the app is updated, and I didn't realize it. It's not going to download data at the moment because I don't have my hotspot active, so it's going to come up with a blank screen, but it's just like Google Maps would be on any tablet right now. Open up the apps drawer, and same thing. Yeah, we have the Waze navigation app that, well, once again, like I said, I don't have my hotspot on, so it's probably not going to show up in the way of map data. And there. Yeah, it's actually telling me that there's no network, so it's not going to display maps. And, oh, apparently it'll close. Tune in radio, for internet streaming radio type stuff. I'm sure we're going to allow it to access location, access contacts. And again, it's just saying network issues. So we'll go back home. And it has your Bluetooth. Oh, here we go. It's probably not going to show very well, but hey, there we go. It's a little better, maybe. Or not. Anyways, I'll pull the radio app. And that's just one of the local country stations. Let's just go ahead and mute that altogether. Oh, there we go. And to the right of that, we have a... Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's a little better view. ICOM 706 Mark II-G ham radio has been opened up. That it basically covers all the frequencies from, was it 0.3 megahertz up to UHF 450, 460 megahertz, somewhere in that area. So we can use that to cover all kinds of different frequencies, which of course it is illegal to transmit on any frequency that ham radios are not intended for, and we would never do such a thing, even though it kind of does do a lot more. And then that's the speaker that the ICOM runs through. I was running it through the stereo at some point, but these radio specific, or two-way radio specific speakers just transmit the voice much better than the stereo speakers do. And if we go up underneath, maybe it'll show there. Those power poles there are how I bring the main power in. Distribution panel underneath. RAM mounts for the head unit, as well as I have one up here for the satellite, and then I saw the DIN box earlier. You really can't see the wiring stuff from the outside, but it's just all bundled up in there. And then there's a support piece that sandwiches in between the mirror. Let me see, maybe if I turn the light on. That's a little bit better. Just molded the support piece that gets sandwiched between the factory mirror and the windshield frame. And then the other pieces come down and go into screw holes there, which I don't know what was there originally, but it works out really well for supporting this top piece. And then I get a bunch of wires that go inside the factory padding. I just tore out all the foam insulation inside those bars. Ran my wires through there. I got some other wires that go through there. And we actually get out of the Samurai. I have an Alpine stereo amp buried underneath the passenger seat that runs all the stereo stuff. On the back tub there, we have the ham radio antenna. It's a Diamond 770 something or other. It's one of those collapsible antennas where I can pull that up and the whole thing folds over. And that's on a UHF. Oh, there we go. And our 770 HAB, and I believe the HA 770 HA is the chrome version. I got the black version just because that's my ham radio outlet had in stock. On the other side, at the moment, I'm just running a typical 102-inch whip for the high frequency side of the radio. And then, oh, here we go. Inside, open up the swing out. Come on, open. There we go. Zooks of Arizona. Look it up online. Zooks of Arizona. ZooksofArizona.com. It's our local club page. Cool guys open there. Storage box full of random crap. I have a Norcold refrigerator bolted up in there. That is an actual legitimate refrigerator. Runs off 12 volts and 110 volts AC. And is a compressor fridge, not a thermoelectric. This will keep things freezing cold. Literally, it will go freezing in 110 degree heat in the Arizona desert. Pulls about 4 amps when it's running. Only runs for about 20-25 minutes per hour. There, on top of this box, we have another storage box. That's where the antennas go into this box. Storage tanks for the air compressor system. Open that up. Have a vehicle power distribution unit, which is basically just a fancy timer box. It kicks on. When you turn the key on, it detects voltage. When you turn the key off, it'll continue running connected accessories for up to 8 hours, and I think I currently have it set for 2 hours. Some relays that go into the radio, or I'm sorry, the compressor for onboard air. The radio body mounted in there. There's some wiring buried underneath there. The back section in there right now is open. I built this whole thing to fit an Odyssey PC 1200 battery in there. The battery itself ended up dying. I haven't replaced it yet. And there's a lock up there. And if we come back around, air tanks the compressor. That is a Puma 12 volt compressor buried down in there. You can see my absolutely atrocious wiring that I never bothered to clean up. And oh, hey, look at that. Some Del Taco sauce packets that I also didn't bother cleaning. I should get on that one day. And some old Monster. That Monster Raspberry Iced Tea, that is delicious. I definitely suggest you try it. And there's a manifold. That is a air pressure switch there. That is the check valve. That is the hose coming out of the compressor that comes up. And then I have a feed that goes to either side. The actual air feed that goes to either side. On-off switch down there, and those air hose feeds come out to air chucks underneath both seats, so I can fill up tires from either side, not have a stupid long air hose going around the thing, and then I don't have to carry a stupid long air hose in here either. And you can see, if you look away, there's my finger right back there. There's another air chuck that's on the driver's side. I think that covers it for now. Have a good day.